It may seem obvious for a species built to have the same everyday activities that real-world humans have. I mean, why wouldn't they have similar careers, hobbies, and artistic endeavors? Mostly that's the approach I take, but I want to ensure that my species' specific pursuits reflect the rest of their build. So, I'm going to take a deeper look at how to decide what my species do day to day. Hi, I'm Casey Hudson and I write sci-fi novels. From the biological to the social, there are a lot of things that affect what we do on a daily basis. Here are a few contributing factors I consider when building everyday activities into a world. On its surface, the question of what activities a people are capable of is a biological one. Depending on the specific aspects of the species' body, answering this question is a thought experiment into how their limbs function, what their endurance is, how dexterous or strong they are, or even what their physical dimensions are. Ultimately, the details defined through these ideas can affect whether a fictionalized species can do something like maneuver into tiny spaces, manipulate fine textures, or lift heavy objects without simple machines. Some of the most basic biological factors I'm looking at here are major senses. This is the five many people think of, as well as the others we take for granted, like sense of balance, body awareness, and hormonal perception. And this is not just a question of what a species can do, but of what they would or would not be inclined to do. Perhaps a species with a strong sense of smell would be less likely to have perfume producers, but a strong pheromone sense means chemistry is common. Muscular strength, endurance, dexterity, and agility. Essentially, what can members of the species do with what they have, and what would they be inclined to do to take advantage of their strengths? It's good to remember here that oftentimes there's a trade-off between strength and flexibility, so I make decisions about whether trade-off traits are more important for exploitation, either for the sake of the narrative or logically for the species. On both an individual level and a species level, this can affect if someone would do something agile, like yoga, or something muscular, like bodybuilding, something flexible, like plumbing, or something muscular, like construction labor. Body size and shape. This is where I think about the size of the world, and how has the species shaped its world to accommodate its own shape. If, for example, the species is shaped like a squid, what does that mean for the shape of any tools they are able to manipulate? Perhaps they can't do certain hobbies because the necessary tools can't be adapted to their body shape. Body size presents a similar question. If they are a particularly large species, could they engage in artistry, like making porcelain? Obviously, there are more questions that could be asked since this is a complex topic on both a species and an individual level. Either way, this is a good exercise for character building alongside world building species. Societies develop out of need, and everyday activities are often an extension of that need. Societies that are interested in expansion are likely to have jobs that support that expansion. If expansion means conquering worlds, a strong focus on athletics, which promotes physical fitness and potentially military readiness, could be common. Similarly, weapons manufacturing jobs may be extensive. If a society is looking to grow a population, farmers, and by extension chefs, may be common. Similarly, a society that values knowledge may have a lot of readers, librarians, or scholars. Technologically focused societies may have a lot of hacking hobbyists and graphic designers, but maybe fewer handcrafting artisans. Government structure of the society is also of interest here, as this will have some effect on how common military or law enforcement, healthcare, or diplomatic careers are. I've mentioned that I use real-world species as the baseline for the peoples of my world builds. Because of this, I'd like to give a nod to the baseline species characteristics when I can. My pentaparty, for instance, are based on leopards. Because leopards are strong tree climbers and good swimmers, childhood activities related to trees and large bodies of water seem an obvious choice. Also, a modified triathlon is an interesting avenue to explore. Something like a combined climbing, swimming, running sport seems reasonable. And even arborist as a potential career field is a viable option here. It's just one more aspect to work with when looking to create a robust and cohesive world. Until next time, keep creating.